Day 90. The end. The story's over. Curtains closed. Life is over, right? Obviously not. It's the end of our 90 days. That's it. But one of the things that we've discovered this whole time in this 90 days is that you're on a journey, and you'll continue to be on a journey. But as you're on a journey, you have to find yourself asking, who am I? What does this thing that I'm seeing outside of me say about my story? You see, every end has its beginning. If you see something that you don't like, it's the end. You now have a desire. And you are now the new person telling the story that's going to have its own end. Every breath you take is a story of a beginning and an end. Everything in your world was only first imagined by you. And you could go back to sleep at the end of this 90-day journey and say it would have happened anyways. All the things that occurred would have happened anyways. Or you can take this invitation to know the truth of who you are and take the reins and use these tools.
I got my money, Mom.
My son.
I got my money.
You can use these tools to revise. You can use these tools to bless others. You can use these tools to be the type of person you've always wanted to be, no longer being the person that you once were before. All those patterns, all those dislikes, distrust, frustrations, all those thoughts are all coming from an old state, and you are now in a new state. You're in a state of completion. You're in a state of doneness. All of y'all's letters, I'm getting them all the time. And they're wonderful. All the wins, all the successes, they've been wonderful. And, I will continue to be a resource for you. The fact that you went through this 90 days with me has been amazing. And my son's yelling in the background. I just happen to be recording on a day that he's here. But you are on an adventure of a lifetime. You are here to bless. You are here to use your imagination to devise the type of world that you want to live in. Remember, go back to the first week. Go back to the first week and look at that and see how much you've shifted since that first week. Go back and look at those early emails, those early messages with me, and see how you're looking at the world now, and tell me you haven't shifted. You're a new person. So continue to use the skill. What do you want? Imagine it. What would imply that it is done? Feel it and then let it go and watch the process. Watch it happen right in front of your eyes. You'll move, they'll move, and you will add meaning to it. Remember, this doesn't mean what I imagine it does. It doesn't mean what I imagine it does. So if that's the case, I can imagine all sorts of meaning. The girls didn't giggle. Use the eye exercise, look up. Really imagine what's positive, what's positive. Grow a relationship with spirit. Grow a relationship with God. Read scripture. Understand it. Study Neville. Reach out to me. There's all these awesome tools that you can use, but you are now in control. You are the operant power. You got this. You will always get this, and you will forever get this. You are powerful beyond belief. You create a wonderful world. So for me, I gotta say, I've gone through this 90 days literally with you. And it's been a fun adventure for me too. My relationship with my wife has gotten way stronger. Communication has become way more easy. Um, Manifested more money, more job opportunities on my end, which has been awesome. Created this course. And grew some business relationships. My son's doing well. And it gets better and better every day. Why not? I mean, I'm looking at this plant right here. It's new. I'll show it to you real fast. Let's see, right there. That plant right there, I manifested that just the other day. I think it was last week I imagined that. I was like, oh man, it'd be lovely to just have a plant right there. And then sure enough, yesterday, my wife gets a text from her best friend saying that, hey, we have this house plant. Would you like it? I was like, boom, there it is. Sure enough, there's the house plant, just chilling. Small wins, big wins, it's all the same thing. You just have to trust the process. Some of the things that you'll have to do, most of the things others will do. Either way, it's all you. It's never about them. It's always about you. What are others saying about you? What would you like to have them say about you? Imagine that they're saying what it is that you want them to say. Because it's really just your concept of yourself. It's not that they're not real. They're very much real. But we're connected. We're all one. We're all imagination. And I might imagine something that's going to compel somebody else to make a move, but they're going to have their own thoughts. They're going to have to take their own actions that I have nothing to do with. But either way, we're going to meet. That's how it works. That's how we met. And that's how we'll continue to meet all the others in our lives. Because this game is fun once you start playing it. So when I sign out and I say this, that's it, that's all, peace and hair grease, remember, it's not actually over. It will continue. It will continue and it will continue and will continue. Remember to buy the pearl. Remember that you are the operant power. You wound, you heal. You make alive and you kill. We're constantly dying to our old self, and we're always being born anew. Remember this. Man, check in with me. Let me know what's going on. I want to know. That's it. I just like to hear these, like, what happens, what wins, how you use your imagination, how you played with this, how you played with your consciousness. Because it's your consciousness. It is you. Your awareness of being. Alrighty. That's it. That's all. Congratulations. Peace and hair grease.